my name's Louise. Welcome to the Mermaid. We're going to start our tour in our foyer area. This space is the client entrance. It's where clients can do their registration for their event, and they've got their branding opportunities. So this space can be branded any way the client likes. We don't have any restrictions. They can hang things from the pillars. They can paint it a different colour. They can have the LED lights in any colour, and they can project their logo where ours is projected. This back registration area here is where they can do all their registration. It's perfect because you've got the cloakroom and the toilet facilities in this area. As we go up the stairs, we'll go to our main auditorium. So the Mermaid used to be a theatre and became a conference and events venue about 17 years ago. Welcome to our auditorium. This is the heart of the Mermaid. This can seat 600 people. It's got great sight lines and excellent leg room. We've got a 350 square metre stage where we can do stage reveals, and you can have a drinks reception up to 400 or dinner for 300 on stage. We've got an in-house tech team that can do anything that you need from AV, so they can provide microphones, they can build sets for you, they can do anything that you would want to make your conference successful. So this space would be perfect for conferences, AGMs, product launches. You can have a car on stage, you can have themed events on stage, fun fairs on stage. You've got a loading bay to make it very accessible. And obviously you've got dinner for 300 on stage as well. As we leave the auditorium, we're going to go up to our Newgate suite. Our Newgate suite was refurbished and reopened at the tail end of 2011. So our Newgate suite is located within close proximity to the auditorium, so they can get used quite well in conjunction with each other. This space has a private registration area and can do 32 3x2 exhibition stands, and we can do 330 for a conference. Again, the space has got all the AV built in. You've got obviously blackout blinds should you need them. And it's just perfect for a conference because it's got movable walls, so you can have breakout areas, or you can come up to the space and have one big space. You also have lifts from our foyer area if you want to have it as a standalone conference area and very private and exclusive. As we go back down to our mezzanine area, I'll be handing you over to Felipe, who looks after the riverside part of our venue. We'll take you on that tour. And meet Felipe.
Hello. So we're going to see our river rooms, which are the social rooms in our venue. Although we are one big venue, there's lots of different spaces, and each one has a different purpose. You've seen the auditorium, you've seen the new gate. They're very good for meetings, for conferences. But after a conference, there's always a party, and we need to show you where to do that. So come with me. The mezzanine here is the meeting point. That's where people will get together and after their conference or their meeting, and then have a drinks reception, sometimes a few nibbles before walking into the river rooms via our gallery. In our gallery, you have space for lots of opportunities for branding. You have the chance of doing, you have like little space for breakouts, and you can sit and have some work done here, or you can have this an additional space for catering. The gallery itself is called the gallery because we have art on the walls. So if you want to see, there's a local artist who did these lovely paintings for us, and they're all here. We change them seasonally and bring new pieces in. We also have, because as Louise has mentioned, we used to be a theatre. We also have a little wall of fame. So people that performed at the Mermaid in the past, they're here on the right. There's many more than that, but just to give you an idea of what we can do. And then we finally get to the river room. So although, as I say, we are one big venue, the river rooms complex covers the Queen Heights, the lower river room, and the upper river room, which you're going to now. We have a separate entrance, so we can have an event happening in one side of the building, can have a conference happening, then you can have a dinner or a Christmas party happening in the river rooms. It's also much more a social venue on this side. So you have weddings, you have your drinks receptions, your dinners, your awards dinners, and so on this side. So if you follow me, you come into the lower river room first. As all of the other rooms in our venue, everything here is accessible. So we have a lift that takes you from the ground floor and the entrance up into this floor. So it's all accessible to wheelchairs and people with any sort of like mobility restrictions. And then we enter the lower river room. This is a self-contained space. For up to 300 people standing or 180 seated. We can also do daytime meetings, lunches here, but there's so much I can talk about when you have a place that's got like such amazing views like we have on the other side. So if you have a look through the window, you'll be able to see Tate Modern, you'll be able to see the Millennium Bridge, Blackfriars Station, and also Bankside. Self-contained room, we have a bar here. We can have as much or as little furniture as you want. Everything is flexible and nothing here is fixed. So we can have casual furniture, bowls of tables, and everything you need for a reception. You can have dinner tables for dinner. You can have any sort of, like you have setting theatre style for a presentation. You can bring AV in. Plasmas work very well here to the side of the room. And then, yeah, you can turn this into whatever sort of space you want. This is also where people normally have a reception before going to a dinner in the upper river room. And that's where we're going. Well, actually, we're next we're going to the Queen Heights, and then we're going to the upper river room. So if you follow me. Then again, access to the floor above is done by stairs or lifts, wherever you think it's more convenient for you and your guests. And then as you arrive to the second floor, we then have two rooms. We're now entering the Queen Height. It's named after one of the docks that used to be in the area. And also this room used to be the studio for the theatre. That's why it's got such high ceiling, the rig, and the original parquet floor. That's why people used to do their rehearsals before performing at the Mermaid. It's a very flexible space. It's a blank canvas. It's got space for up to 200 standing, 150 seated, 80 cabaret, or 100 for a dinner. Again, with lots of AV can be put into this room. And it can also be when you go to the upper river room in a minute, you see that this can be used as an additional space for functions. So if you follow me now, we're going to the upper river room. The upper river is our main room in this side of the building. It holds up to 500 people. it is what it is. You have an amazing view of the Thames, the other side. You can see the water going by. You have this panoramic windows and so much to be watching and spend your time seeing what's going on. And then here we can do up to 500 people standing, 320 seated. If you want to do a daytime presentation here, that works very well. You can fit 150 people in that area with plasmas, and you also have space for catering in the same room. It's also our favorite room for weddings and Christmas parties. So your wedding breakfast would happen here, and your Christmas party will happen here. We can do it anywhere in the venue, but this will be like your favorite, most popular place. For the weddings, you can do up to 320, as I mentioned, and you also have a license for the weddings, so you can have your ceremony in the Queen Height where you've just been, move to drinks reception in the lower river room, and then come up here for your wedding breakfast. And then what happens in the end is, in between here and Queen Height, which is literally next door, we have a movable wall. So this wall can be taken off, and then you turn this into one big space that will accommodate up to 500 people seated or 700 standing. Or this can also be your dancing area, so you can place a DJ there and then turn into one big room. In terms of what else is good to do here, we can do lots of awards, dinners, lunches, Christmas parties, as we mentioned, is very popular. We don't have many dates left, we'll have a few dates, but you can still find availability there and there, so if you have any inquiries in terms of Christmas, please do let us know. And hopefully, we leave you with the view. Thanks very much, and we hope to speak to you soon.